Thanks for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 on this Friday. I'm Micah Smith.
And I'm Jessica Porter. First at 5, ICE says a suspect on the run was actually in custody the whole time. And we're pushing for transparency tonight because some of the details that the agency shared today. ICE initially told us that agents were looking for 2 suspects connected to yesterday's operation in the Black Forest area in El Paso County north of Colorado Springs.
Tonight, we've learned one of those suspects was already back in custody at 2 p.m. yesterday before the agency told us at 3 p.m. yesterday that they were looking for the 2 suspects. ICE says another suspect is still at large. Now, during that operation, ICE says an officer fired into a vehicle that was trying to ram agents. And ICE says that vehicle then got away and residents were told to shelter in place for hours.
Denver 7's Veronica Acosta is looking at the timeline of this operation and is trying to get additional answers.
This area in Black Forest was lined with law enforcement officers on Thursday. On Friday, you can see it looks completely different. And now we have some more information over that targeted ICE operation and those 2 suspects ICE initially said got away. ICE says those 2 suspects attempted to ram ICE officers with their vehicle Thursday. An officer fired 3 shots into that vehicle, but they ran. On Friday afternoon, we learned ICE had already arrested one of the suspects more than 24 hours before notifying you, the public, and us, the news. They say Francisco Zapata Pacheco was taken into custody around 2 p.m. Thursday. It's important to note the initial statement we got from ICE on Thursday about the enforcement operation, that came in at around 3:08 p.m. That was more than an hour after ICE now says they had one of those suspects in custody. And also really important to note that in Friday's statement, ICE says there is still one of those suspects who's at large. They say his name is Jose Mendez Chavez, adding he's a convicted child abuser who's also been convicted for domestic violence and entering the country illegally multiple times. And we asked ICE why its Thursday statement said 2 suspects had gotten away when according to its Friday statement, 1 had already been arrested. We'll keep you posted on what we hear. In Black Forest, I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
Veronica, thank you. And Veronica is our immigration reporter here at Denver 7. If you have a story you think she should look into, you can get in touch with her by scanning the QR code on your screen. You can also send her an email at veronica.acosta@denver7.com.